Greetings again from DC Wood, everybody. Very recently, I returned to Churnet Valley Railway for an adventure of a lifetime. For those who don't know, Churnet Valley Railway is a preserved railway run by enthusiasts and volunteers, and it operates just out of Leek in Staffordshire. There are two main headquarters stationed on the railway, which are one at Cheddleton and Kingsley and Froghall at the other end of the line. The line itself spans 11 miles from Leek Brook to Cheddleton Station to Console Station, and then finally Kingsley and Froghall Station. Churnet Valley Railway runs through absolutely beautiful countryside, and the volunteers preservationists are hoping to expand one day to Leek and Stoke-on-Trent via establishments of new stations and regular commuter links. The enthusiasts are, needless to say, most keen, what with all the sterling work they do in repairing track, refurbishing and repairing engines and rolling stock, and the regular passenger trains that they run, as well as the special Ghost Train and Santa Special events, for example, and various dining and footplate experiences. Of course, I know all this from first-hand experience because back in 2003, for my 18th birthday, I went on a steam driving course for one day, driving an 060 saddle tank. A year after that, I volunteered for work on Churnet Valley Railway, training as an assistant crossing keeper at Cheddleton. I loved it down there. It was a wonderful, fun year that I had, with the highlight being my final shift there when the City of Truro ran on the line one weekend back in June 2005. It was lovely to return to Churnet Valley after almost 10 years, and Cheddleton Station had changed since I remembered it. The gardeners were very hard at work improving the look of the station. Trees had been removed and replaced with beautiful flower beds and bushes. New fencing had been put up on the station platform. The level crossing gates had been replaced since last time I saw them. The enthusiasts were all still determined to keep the spirit of railways alive. Of course, any time I go to a preserved railway, I love it. I mean, who doesn't love trains? But it felt even better to come back here after a decade. It had been 12 years since I'd been at the controls of any kind of locomotive, but I was still excited, and the fact that I was going to be driving a diesel as opposed to steam would help make this particular experience, a 30th birthday present no less, all the more unforgettable. Now, obviously, like any lover of trains, my first love is steam. You can always be in awe of the steam engine, the magic and personality, the grandeur, the sheer scale, grafting and engineering involved. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate a diesel engine. Some of them are really nice to look at, especially diesel rail cars, all those engines painted in the EWS livery, and the construction engineering behind it all is just as impressive in my opinion, particularly when I journeyed from one cab to the other and got a chance to see the engine and all the other workings inside. The locomotive I drove was a Class 33 diesel, number 33102, named Sophie. I liked her instantly, and the engine crew were telling me how she'd gone under a long period of restoration before being launched for work in September 2012. I was thrilled at being in the driver's seat, but I was really nervous as well. There was a lot to take in with regards to the controls, the startup procedure, the accelerating and braking, and I had to concentrate a lot when driving. The engine crew I was with were great. They were patient, friendly, professional, and a real decent bunch of guys. They helped me to settle in, and they guided me along. They also shared some great stories about the railway's expansion and future plans, past tales, all of which were really enlightening. The sensations of starting and rolling along, being in control, were amazing, and truthfully, I'd forgotten what it all felt like. It was nerve-wracking, but I did start to feel more comfortable towards the end of the experience. Sophie was very responsive and wonderful to drive, and we started at Cheddleton and drove to Kingsley and Froghall, then back again. The journey was made all the more amazing by the beautiful weather on that day. running through the Ace countryside and my family being there, feathering the brake, keeping an eye on the gauges, watching out for trouble on the line, accelerating, remembering to blow the horn at whistle boards. It was such a great lifetime experience, one that I'll always be proud of and happy to share with my family. It was also very tiring, and if you're a railway enthusiast and have never driven a train, it certainly gives you much more respect and appreciation for engine crews and what they have to do on a day-to-day basis. And frankly, the Footplate experience is one I highly recommend. Both steam and diesel, they're equally good. A big thank you to the engine crew who supervised me on that day. They were absolutely wonderful, and a big thank you to Churnet Valley Railway as well. What an adventure it was. I would love to do it again. I really would. For more information on these engine footplate experiences, events, timetables, ticket prices and other services news from Churnet Valley Railway, do visit their website at www.churnetvalleyrrailway.co.uk and also visit their Facebook page on the link below. There's a lot of great stuff to check out on this railway line. There really is. Right away, see you again. This is DC Wood signing out. Take care everyone. See you next time.